Tim Reese at Fall State on the campus in Gallatin, Tennessee for today's TCCAA action between the visiting Chattanooga State Tigers here to take on the Pioneers of Volunteer State. Thanks for joining us on the Vol State Sports Network. We have as large a crew as we've ever had up here at the Toyota of Gallatin Broadcast Center. Matthew Gregory directing our broadcast today, and Nico Wallace is on the camera, or cameras. He's running one. We got a full wide shot that we'll use from time to time, but Vol State, we are efforting to get a better broadcast up here, and so by having three people instead of just me, it has to be better. We can't improve the quality of the broadcasting too much. It's an old guy trying to do what he's done a lot, sitting on a couch at his house, but sure do appreciate Athletic Director Bobby Hudson and the coaching staff here at Vol State. Johnny Lynn in his first year as the head basketball coach, 30 years as the head women's softball coach, but he brings his Pioneers with a record of 3-14, 2-5 in the conference after a win in their last contest down at Jackson, Tennessee, Jackson State. A win for head coach Johnny Lynn, but a tough task here to take on the Tigers of Chattanooga State, coming with a 5-2 record. They're tied for second in the conference. Vol State with a 2-5 record. But they boast the number one scorer in the conference and number 6 in the country in Division I. But before I get started on that, just in case there's some leftover folks from the women's basketball game, I had put up my email address, treesports@gmail.com, and asked for anybody to chime in and let me know who they are and where they're listening from and who they're rooting for. And Mindy Lewis checked in from Maryville, Tennessee, and they were rooting for Emma and Ella Disney. And then also all the way from Michigan, we had some folks who were supporting Alicia Polk up from Michigan. It's Roger Fox, I believe is who that is, Roger Sr. and Jr. So thanks for those emails to treesports@gmail.com, Reese, R-E-E-C-E. And if you would like to join the show, you are welcome to do that. We'll put the email address up on the screen. Probably we'll try to do it here in the first half. If you want to join the show, I'll try to do my best to give you a shout out. But here are the starting lineups brought to you by Toyota of Gallatin, a huge sponsor. Put up these brand new scoreboards here inside Richard Moore Gymnasium in the Pickle Fieldhouse, as well as new scoreboards at both of the baseball and softball complexes here on the campus. So thanks to the folks over at Toyota Gallatin right across the street from the Vol State campus here in Gallatin, Tennessee. The starting lineup, first for the Chattanooga State Tigers, James Williams, 6'5", sophomore from Clarksville's Kenwood High School. Number 2, Lucas Brown, 6'4", sophomore from Red Bank High School in Chattanooga. Number 21, Nicholas Jones Hill, 6'4", freshman from Hampton, Georgia, Lovejoy High School. Breland Price, 6'4", sophomore from Melrose High School down in Memphis, Tennessee. And the 5th starter for head coach Jay Price in his 20th season, 6'9", sophomore, number 35, Ladarius Chagano from Mount View Christian Academy in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And now for the Pioneers of Vol State for head coach Johnny Lynn in his first year. A little bit different on the starters today. Willie Wilson gets the start, as he has for at least the last probably 10 games or 15 games. He's been in that starting lineup, transfer from the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. He's a 5'7", 150-pound guard. Played high school at East Nashville High School. Number 10, Asa Hardaway, a sophomore from Hunters Lane High School here in Nashville, 6'1", 190 pounds. led the team in scoring a year ago at 11.7 points per game. Rob Correa, number 12, getting the start, 6'2", 165-pound freshman from Hendersonville here in Sumner County. He went to Beach High School just down the road from Ball State. Number 21, Drew Page, another Beach High School Buccaneer, gets the start. 6'6", I believe Drew is. He'll be at the center mark jumping. And Kenton Major, transfer from Welch College from Station Camp High School, as we are underway as Drew Page times that jump ball put up by Trez Suero, our lead referee, along with Wes Poe and Jeff Wilkerson. Kenton Major out to Willie Wilson, who just a step and a half back from the three-point line, but he misses his first three attempt. Chattanooga State wearing black uniforms. It'll be tough to see those numbers that are in blue. It'll be a little bit before I get used to these players. See James Williams. That is really hard to see those numbers. Breland Price, number 23. It's going to be Ladarius Shigano, 6'9", tallest player on the court. Step through shot was contested by Drew Page, former football player. As Lucas Brown couldn't get that one to go. Page goes to the rack, but that pass is blocked at the hip, or that shot was blocked at the hip by Breland Price and goes out of bounds. Asa Hardyway with the new haircut since the Christmas break, inbounds to Page. Out to Rob Correa. Got to believe this is the first start for Correa of the year. Hardyway over to Major at the top of the key. Now back into Major with the shot clock winding down. Hook shot, no good. Major did not hit the rim. Got the rebound, but Johnny Lynn is arguing that the ball did hit the rim. He's talking to Wes Poe. Three-point shot is no good. Again, it is very difficult to see these numbers on Chat State. I believe that was Breland Price. And he'll draw that foul. Or he'll pick up the foul, his first. Still no score. Asa Hardyway from the corner of the free throw line. His shot is no good. Rebound to Shigano. Ball now in the hands of James Williams. And fakes the give and go, and the scoop is good for the first bucket of the ball game by the team that's the leading scoring team in the conference at almost 97 points a game. Willie Wilson has been hot here of late. Gives it up to Drew Page. Left-handed pass over to Hardyway for three. No good. Off the iron, Willie Wilson gets the rebound. Thought about a shot. Does not. Gives it up to Page. He drives again. Off shot on that layup. And see, drew some contact. Pass up. Looks like it let go. And this will be Shigano with the attempted flush, but he's bothered by Kenton Major and goes off the back of the iron. Rebound to Ball State. Willie Wilson thinking about it at the Richard Moore Gymnasium logo. Far court, he will now hoist and score. That's from about 35 on the D of the Richard Moore Gymnasium sign. The far court. Three-point attempt by Nicholas Jones Hills, no good, tapped out of bounds. Willie Wilson gets the three to go. Jersey Mike's first sub of the game for Chattanooga State, number 24. Janaris Snipe checks into the game. Shigano comes out. Not sure if Coach Price was upset that he missed the slam, but he gives him a little one-handed low 5 there. Says he's still his guy. Interior pass from Willie Wilson to Drew Page, but Breland Price will pick up his second personal foul. Let's see if Coach Price keeps him in the ball game here early in the first half. Asa Hardyway will inbound, trying to find Rob Correa, but Sabino Tira now in the ball game. Jersey Mike's first sub for the Pioneers. Correa in the corner, looks over and passes to Page. And now on to Asa Hardyway with 8 on the clock. Hardyway going to have to create. Fake 3 and down into the corner as Willie Wilson. It's no good. Rebound to Page. Shot clock resets to 20, but Page's interior shot is no good. Nice up-court pass is missed. The tap is good by Lucas Brown. Chattanooga State with a 4-3 lead here, just 4+ minutes into the game. A couple subs at the scorer's table for the Tigers. Sabino Tira, one of the top field goal percentage shooters, but he gets a lot of his shots inside, and he gets that pass knocked away as Snipe gets the steal. Up-court pass is missed. A couple easy bunnies inside for Chat State. Up-court pass to Page with the reverse layup, no good. Rebound to Hardaway, and he gets the layup to go. Asa Hardaway for his first 2 of the game. Rob Correa guarding Williams. Corner 3, no good. Hardaway had moved to a different spot. The rebound went to Chat State. But Asa Hardaway is going to pick up his first foul of the game. Is a nice fadeaway by Lucas Brown. He now has 4 points. Miles Evora checks in, as well as Jaden Jenkins. So Snipe, Williams, Evora, Jenkins, and Brown are the 5 in for Chattanooga State. Myquan Tucker just got up to encourage Drew Page down on the bench. Tucker late arriving at a practice, and so he did not get the start for today's game. Correa drives to the basket, and against 2 Tigers, gets his first bucket. An up and under scoop. Kenton Major trying to stand his ground, and he will draw the offensive foul by, I think that's Janaris Snipe. No, they're going to call that on Lucas Brown. Picks up his first. Jaden Jenkins guarding Hardaway, and into Major, who slipped free on the pick that he set, but can't get that one to go. Wild shot by Lucas Brown, who lost his footing. Correa up to Willie Wilson with the up and under move, using the rim as a protector. Up court quickly to Snipe, who gets the easy reverse layup himself for 2. You got to have a head on a swivel for this ball game. 9-9 is what's showing on the scoreboard. I've got 8 for Chattanooga State. One of those 2-pointers must have been a 3, at least according to the official score. There's an alley-oop off the back of the backboard. Player did not even get a hand on it. Asa Hardaway could not get that shot to go, and there's 2 Tigers up court as James Williams will get the easy slam. So we have to figure out who picked up the 3-point shot. I didn't see. Maybe it was Lucas Brown. Lucas Brown actually hit a free throw. That's what that was. There's my 11 points, if in fact my memory is correct. So 11-9 now, Chattanooga State. So let me give you some statistics here that I pulled up Myquan Tucker is yet to get into the ball game. Not sure if he's going to have to sit out a half or just part of the first half or not, but he is the leading scorer in the conference with 24-plus points a game, and that's sixth in Division I basketball in junior college. As Drew Page checks back into the ball game. They got 6 people on the court for Vol State. We're going to have there we go, Kenton Major's got to come off the court. That's a nice try there by head coach Johnny Lynn to see if he can go 6 on 5. Apparently he pulled the goaltender and had 6 on the court. Willie Wilson now gets it across the timeline. Double team, quick passing to Sabino Otero with the left hand. And the Pioneers tie the ball game up with a nice pass there by Drew Page. Man-to-man defense is a knockout by Otero. Wilson picks it up. Rob Correa is going to go to the rack, be fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. The foul is on Miles Avora, his first personal foul. Correa will go to the line. Correa's only been to the free throw line 5 times, now 6. So he comes up strong on that one. He had hit 3 of 5. I'm sorry, that's not Correa, that's JoJo Brown. JoJo Brown, new ad here in the second half of the season. 3-pointer, no good. Brown now has a rebound, gives it up to Willie Wilson. So Correa, Brown, Wilson, 3 guards in the game, along with Drew Page and Sabino Otero. Asa Hardyway will check back in for Correa. Up court to Miles Avora, over to Snipe. They will give it up to Williams. 3-point attempt is strong. And 3 Pioneers couldn't get it, but finally it falls in the hands of Willie Wilson. Gives it up to Hardyway, back to Wilson. So they play a 2-man game. Hardyway from the corner, good! Asa Hardyway. Pioneers with a 14-11 lead. Pioneers 8th in the conference in scoring as a 3-point shot. No good by Avora. Rebound to the Pioneers. Otero will drive, kick out to Hardyway for 3. He's fouled and it's good. Hardyway feeling it here early in the first half. They saw Hardyway fouled by number 10 while he's wearing number 10. Jaden Jenkins. Hardyway will go to the free throw line, where he is having not as quite a good a year from the free throw line this year as he was last year. Last year he was 75% from the free throw stripe. Misses that one. This year shooting at just under 58. Drew Page with the steal in the behind the back pass over to Rob Correa. Nice defense by the Pioneers. Wilson settles it down. Otero started to go to set a pick. Wilson gets in, kicks out to Correa. Otero looked like it was open underneath briefly, but Chattanooga State got back on defense. Otero will try to go inside, and he will. Page got up but could not get the rebound. Interior pass is not handled. Got a new player in there again, folks. I'm having trouble seeing these numbers. I think that's a number 30, Lionel Swaby, as Myquan Tucker makes his first appearance of the ballgame at the 11-minute mark. As Sabino Otero will check out. So Lionel Swaby, number 30. in the ball game, along with, I believe that's Gerald Mises, number 25. Mises guarding Correa. Gives up to Tucker, who's going to fire from three, almost standing out of bounds. It's no good. Rebound to Chat State, and right down the lane goes James Williams. Williams, the second leading scorer on the Tigers, 17.6 points a game. Number 2, Lucas Brown, is the leading scorer with just over 20 points a game. Gray gives it up to Hardaway, steps just inside the three-point line and hits the two-point field goal. 10 early points, 19-13 lead for Fall State. Is that Mises that went down trying to turn to make a pass as Dennis Lewis Jr. checks in the ball game. Lucas Brown will come out. Asa Hardaway was I believe the Region 4 District 10 Player of the Year 2 years ago at Hunters Lane High School. Averaged, I think, over 25 points a game in high school. Rob Correa for three, wide open. They gave it to him. He did not take it. Inside to Drew Page, fakes a shot. Myquan Tucker, step back three, good. Myquan with the left hand and the three fingers up after the made three. Splash down from Myquan Tucker. Transfer from Motlow State. Interior pass. Drew Page all over. Is that Lewis? No, that is Evora. So Page will pick up his first foul. Team's second, but at the line will go Miles Evora. E-V-O-R-A, 5'9", sophomore point guard from Tallahassee, Florida. Florida State University School. And he hits the first free throw. Chat State by average is the worst free throw shooting team in the conference. 58.6% as Sabino Terra checks in. And he's 2 for 2. They are 3 for 3 at the line. 22-15. Ball State leads. This would be a shocker if the Pioneers could defeat Chattanooga State. Ball State with 2 conference wins, once against Southwest Tennessee, once against Jackson State. Tucker started to go on a three. Willie Wilson's been hot lately. He fires up a three and gets it to go. Rattles it in, and that's how the Pioneers are going to have to win this game. Is good shooting, especially outside shooting by Willie Wilson and Myquan Tucker, and a charging foul. Charge to the Tigers as Gerald Mises gets the foul. 6th personal foul as Lucas Brown, number 2, checks back in the ballgame. Drew Page, Willie Wilson, Myquan Tucker, Sabino Terra, and Asa Hardaway, the 5 for the Pioneers. We're going to have a elbow chuck to the back. I just saw it as I was looking right at Drew Page. And the forearm shiver, that's the wrong guy to do that to. But number 30, Lionel Swaby, put his forearm right in the back of Drew Page, former football player, transfer from MTSU. Trying his hand at college basketball now. Good-looking player for Vol State. High arching free throw attempt, and it is good. First points by Page in today's game. Another one high, but off the back of the rim, no good. 1 for 2 at the stripe. Played in and started 6 games. Another missed dunk, but the rebound goes right to Chattanooga State Tiger. Left-handed three-pointer is good by Dennis Lewis Jr. Confident stroke there by Lewis. O'Tira looking for some help. Page with a double-double. Asa Hardaway feeling it. Another three-point shot by Asa Hardaway. That's 3 here in the first half. So if Wilson, Hardaway, and Tucker can get hot, it failed alley-oop, but Lucas Brown able to get control, and he will go to the free throw line. He is fouled by Myquan Tucker on that rebound after the attempted alley-oop. They have struggled with the dunks so far today. 0 for 2. Brown will go back to the free throw line. We got a shot clock problem again, I think. Is our official Jeff Wilkerson asked for 28 seconds up on the shot clock. Asa Hardaway for 3. He goes down. The shot is missed. It's going to be a layup for James Williams. He now has 8. With Hardaway going down, that left the backside wide open. Willie Wilson is grimacing here as he's dribbling the ball up court. I'm not sure what happened with him. Kenton Major trying to get position in the paint. Tucker being guarded. Now 2 fouls are going to be called. Kenton Major trying to help up his opponent down there. And fouls are going to be called on both Kenton Major and Lionel Swaby. Major's first. And it should be Swaby's second, and it is. It was White's basketball, Ball State's basketball while this was occurring. So I think it stays White basketball. We're going to find out as the officials get together. 29-23 up on the scoreboard. I am struggling to keep up on my score sheet. We're going to keep the shot clock. Well, they're going to put the shot clock at 20, and Ball State will retain possession. So I'm missing a point on my score sheet. I'll get it figured out at halftime. Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't think the shot clock was supposed to reset. They move it back to 12 with 7:07 on the clock. Rob Correa will get it into Asa Hardaway on the other side of half court. Hardaway gives it up to Willie Wilson. He's open for 3. It's a little long. Rebound to Chat State, and they will push. It's Lucas Brown who steps right on through, misses the layup. Kenton Major with the rebound. Knocked away, but Hardaway gets it up to Correa, who has Myquan Tucker open, and he gets it off of the backboard and in. Tucker drives the basket. He can score from anywhere on the court, folks. He's 2 steps across half court. He's open and is not afraid to shoot from 35 as Dennis Lewis Jr. will shoot again from 3. Myquan Tucker, the box out. Let's see if they're going to call that on Tucker. Rooting him out. I think I didn't see who they called that on. I think 2 officials, and they're going to call that on Tucker. So that's 2 quickly on Myquan Tucker. Team 5. Interior pass to Snipe, who's checked back in the game, and he's fouled going to the basket. Asa Hardaway will pick up his second foul as Drew Page comes up off the bench. Probably going to check in for Myquan Tucker, be my guess. So both Tucker and Hardaway at the free throw, or in foul trouble with 2. Snipe gets the free throw to go. No, he's coming in for Kenton Major. Kenton Major's been out for the last several games at a lower body injury. I think this is his first game back in several. Snipe. So the rumor about the bad free throw shooting for Chattanooga State They must have been working on it a lot. I've got him as 9 for 9. Drew Page gives it up to Myquan Tucker, who thought he got fouled. Looked like Page was going to go to the basket. At the last millisecond, gives it up to Tucker. Got that one to go. Correa with Tucker, who's waving his arms, doing jumping jacks from the red line for three. No good. He was open earlier. Three-pointer for Lucas Brown is good. Lucas Brown Jr., I got him with 10. That might be one short, but 33-28, Ball State still leads, and another run out. Quarterback pass as it gets Mises ran out of fair territory there as the football pass went up court by Snipe and out of bounds, stepped on the end line. Sabino Otero checks in. Asa Hardaway guarded closely by Mises, trying to make atonement for going out of bounds. He was trying to turn around and make a pass to a teammate, but one, there wasn't a teammate close by, and two, he ran out of real estate. Hardaway inside, gets the runner to go. Hardaway having a first half. He's got 15 early. Hardaway averaging 12.8 points a game. It looked like several steps there, but James Williams gets the putback, one-handed tap. He's got 10 early. Rob Correa looking for a teammate, gives it up to Wilson in the corner. To Otero, and that pass was anticipated. And a one-handed jam by Lucas Brown Jr. from Red Bank High School in Chattanooga. I'll tell you, if Chattanooga State hadn't had a lot of these easy shots, or at least run outs, or Asa Hardaway from deep in three, and that's short. And there's another one. He's running out. Three-point shot is strong by Brown. Page give it up to Willie Wilson. Wilson's been the point guard for the Pioneers for the first part of the season, but head coach Johnny Lynn told me that he was going to put Wilson down into the corner and let Hardaway trigger the offense. He's now triggering as he gives it up to Page. Sabino Otero inside, and he is guarded by Snipe, bothered by that shot. Three-point shot was thought about, blocked by Page, but got Snipe with the body. Drew Page will pick up his second personal foul of the half. Snipe will go back to the line for 2 free throws. Now 3 for 3 as JoJo Brown will check in for Asa Hardaway with 3:15 to go in the first half. Caden Herman will check in for the Tigers. There's the first miss, but a rebound by James Williams. Now back into Snipe, guarded by Otero. Snipe will back in and get the layup to go, and Otero will pick up the foul. Snipe, a little slow getting up. Looks like may have twisted an ankle. Otero picks up his first. We'll have a 30-second timeout. I think that's called by Chattanooga State. It is. We'll keep it right here. The Pioneers have had 3 players who have scored double-doubles this year. Myquan Tucker has 3 double-doubles in the 15 games that he's played prior to this game. Had a double-double against Calhoun, 28 points and 13 rebounds, 29 points and 11 rebounds against Southwest Tennessee, and then a 25-13 game against Cleveland State. And in just only 6 games, Drew Page has matched him for 3 double-doubles. Wallace State, Dyersburg State, and Jackson State. He went 17-11, 12-11, 11-10. Asa Hardyway in the last game that the Pioneers just played against Jackson State, he scored a double-double, 17 points and 11 rebounds for a guy that says he's 6'1" on the roster, but I think he might be closer to 6 foot there. But he's played 17 games, been in double figures 10 of those games. Myquan Tucker has been in double figures all 15 games that he's played in. Tucker with a high of 37, Hardyway with a high of 27, and he's got Hardyway as 15 unofficially here in the first half with Janaris Snipe at the line for 1 shot, and he gets that one to roll in. And now he will come out of the ball game. Ladarius Shagano will check back in. He started the game, missed a dunk, ended up coming out. So JoJo Brown, point guard for Fall State, going to be double teamed. Gives it up to Rob Correa, now back to Brown. And a matchup zone being employed. Gets to the interior as Drew Page is met at the rim by Shagano. The left-handed chance did not go in, but Drew Page will go back to the line. Ladarius Shagano will pick up his first foul. Page at the line for 2 shots, where he's 1 for 2. High arching shot again from the free throw line's no good. Kitten Major checks back in as Sabina Otira will have a seat. Otira from Antioch, Tennessee. Played his high school basketball at JP2, now called Pope Prep. Transfer from King University. Page misses both ends. Pioneers down 36-35, and a 3-point shot is good by Caden Herman. JoJo Brown splits the defense, and he's going to draw a foul. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot. I'm not sure if it's 2 or 1, but number 2, Lucas Brown, picks up his second personal foul. That is 10 team fouls on Chattanooga State, so Correa will shoot 2. It looks like Brown will be replaced after this free throw shot. JoJo Brown eyes the rim and puts it right over the front rim. First shot is good. Miles Avora checks in the ball game. Myquan Tucker checks back in with 2 fouls, 7 points. Both free throws good by JoJo Brown. We have another sub. Correa will come out of the game, and Asa Hardyway back in. So Tucker, Hardyway, 2 leading scorers in the ballgame, and looks like about 3 steps as Avora gets his first field goal of the game. 41-37 lead, or 4-point lead. Tried to get the ball to Tucker. He fights and goes to the rim expecting a foul, but does not get the call. Chattanooga pushing it, 3-pointer in the corner, no good. Rebound to Williams, and he is fouled on the layup by Willie Wilson. Wilson picks up his first. Brown will go to the free throw line. Williams will go to the free throw line, where I have him as his first free throw attempt. And the first free throw is no good. Put the email address up there for you in case you want to join the show, treesports@gmail.com. Send an email, and if I can get to it before halftime, we've got almost 2 minutes. We'll try to get to it as Williams cashes in on his second free throw. 11 points unofficially as Asa Hardyway brings it across the timeline. Down by 5. Pioneers with a good first half against Chattanooga State. There's a pass that is picked off and then almost restolen by Willie Wilson. But those are those passes right there that Chattanooga State is anticipating as Wilson picks up his second quick foul. And both teams are at the line for the bonus. Caden Herman, 5'10" freshman from East Hamilton High School in Chattanooga, will step to the free throw line for his first attempts of the ball game. First free throw is good. Yeah, that was one of the keys that I thought, that if you want to put Chattanooga State to the free throw line, where they're shooting it at 59%, but which is 10th in the league, last in the league. But they have been money in the first half here. Nicholas Jones-Hills checked back in for the Tigers. Apologize if I get names wrong, as the numbers are very difficult to see for Chattanooga State on their away games. And Myquan Tucker had a free shot at the basket at first, but was surprised to see that he was that wide open. Mises with the layup, and then he goes down. Teammate on teammate crime there. Asa Hardaway gets by his defender, kicks over to Willie Wilson for three. That's going to be off to the right, one and done for the Pioneers, as Major knocks that ball out of bounds. Chattanooga State now with a 9-point lead. I don't have the information here to see what kind of run Chattanooga State's on, but they're definitely on one. As a distant three there goes up by Herman, his second three ball of the game. In limited minutes of action here, he's got 8 quickly. They're going to say that Asa Hardaway drugged that foot, and they're going to call traveling, as Hardaway's going to come out of the game with 2 fouls. That might be a little bit of an offense-defense for head coach Johnny Lynn. He's assisted by Greg Law. We're going to try this again. Not sure if we got an issue with the shot clock again or not. Brand new scoreboards here. I'm not sure if it's operator error or clock mechanical, but we're set now with 30 on the clock. I don't know, you have 30 on the clock when you're standing on the side of the court there, but Mises kicks over to the corner, and pass out by Herman to nobody is picked up. Mises step back jumper, he falls to the ground. Chattanooga State gets a rebound, and the bucket goes. I believe that's Lucas Brown. No, that is Miles Avora, who looks like he's maybe turned his ankle now. They are anticipating every pass. Wilson for three. Good on the cross-court pass. Willie Wilson has a look for somebody on the bench. And the three by Herman would not go as the half ends. Chattanooga State down early to the Pioneers of Vol State, but a furious comeback gives them an 11-point lead, and except for that three right at the end of the half would be even bigger. So 11 points. The Pioneers are down as they go to the locker room. We will take a break, and I will come back just about 3 minutes before the second half starts. Try to get you some official statistics, but if you'd like to join the show, let me know who you are, where you're listening from, who you're rooting for. Send an email to treesesports@gmail.com. That's T-R-E-E-C-E. It's 2 E's, then a C, and then an E. sports@gmail.com, and I'll try to include you in the show. This is Tim Reese going to take a break from the Toyota of Gallatin Broadcast Center. You're listening to the Vol State Sports Network.
One thing I would say that's really special about Vol State is essentially the relationship that the institution has with its students.
This is a place where you can get comfortable and you can be fine-tuned with the people that are in the same field as you are.
Vol State is like my second home. I've gained so much here, I can't even describe it all. So my story began for me about 5 years ago. Had the world in the palm of my hands. I go into work one day and then I'm told you're going to be laid off indefinitely. We don't have a space or a place for you. And there was two things I could have done. I could have just folded and just said, you know what, my life is ruined, it's over, I'm defeated. Or I could pick myself up, dust myself off and say, let's start again. And so I decided that I would come to Ball State.
Ball State's prepared me by giving me all the skills I need to start off. This first class is about mechanical engineering and more of the physical side of mechatronics, just creating 3D objects with routers and mills.
This is where it's all at.
I didn't realize how great this place was until I really explored my options.
But we have a great recording industry program, we have great equipment, we have some faculty here who have worked in the industry. I love Ball State, I would recommend it to anybody. I want to go into PR and journalism. Being at a smaller community college helped me to better navigate and know what to expect when I'm ready to expand my studies at another university.
I think this was the perfect start to my journey. Possibilities are endless.
It's a solid foundation that you can go anywhere in the country with.
My dad and my parents, period, were my biggest champions. He got sick and we didn't know it. He died of cancer, it was sudden. And he kept asking me, baby, when are you gonna graduate? I was like, it's coming, it's coming. I really thought I couldn't do it, but I was determined, and here I am now at the finish line, living proof you can do anything that you put your mind to. Just gotta believe. This has been a great journey. I have nothing but great memories. And I will cherish these memories for as long as I can. It's been tough. It really has been tough. I've had a lot of hills to climb. I've had obstacles, but now I'm at the top of the mountain and the view is incredible. I see so many possibilities in front of me. And Ball State, it changed my life.
My name is Brent Cross. I'm a student at Ball State. This is my first day. All my cousins have gone here and said it's always a good school. It's a lot different than high school. There's tons of people and I don't know anybody.
Do you need help finding a class? Are you good? My name is Trinice Palmer. I'm a student at Ball State Community College. And I just kind of help with students find their way around campus. This is starting my second year here at Ball State. See what we can get done. But you have a lot of high school students that are, have a hard time transitioning between high school requirements and college requirements. What I like about Ball State is that you get to get involved with a lot of the, campus events and campus clubs and society, and I'm pretty much taking advantage of all those things. So.
My name is Kida De La Cruz. I play baseball at Volunteer State, and I am a pioneer. Well, I wasn't the greatest student in high school. I barely passed. I never really strived to do better. I didn't know where I was going to go to college. As of now, I'd like to go to Grand Junction, win a ring over there. Then after that, in June, go in the draft.
Here we go.
I have high expectations. I expect to learn a lot, just doing what I gotta do.
I'm studying business administrations right now. Yeah, I plan on graduating here and go to like MTSU or Tech or something.
My goal is to become a surgeon, and in the process I'm majoring in biology. One of my dreams is to pursue finding a cure for cancer and other illnesses and diseases that are out there that's affecting the world. I'll have to say this would be a stepping stone for me. I just want to take out the time to, do whatever is necessary and whatever steps or process that it would take to get me closer to that. So.
We've had a bunch of All-Americans. And then we have all the players that were drafted from here to the pros. So if I put in the work I have to, I could be the next one on this list. 'Cause that's something I've always dreamed of when I was little. And just trying to make everybody in my family happy.
The volunteer state has always been home to pioneers. Dreamers and hard workers blaze their paths here. From the TVA to Mountain Dew to touchscreen monitors to the Grand Ole Opry, Tennessee has been home to innovators, creators, and entertainers. From humble beginnings to changing the world, Tennesseans have pushed the boundaries of what is possible. We pioneer healthcare, infrastructure, engineering, and product development. At Volunteer State College, we've developed our degree certifications to carry the torch of Tennessee's success with flexible options to help you blaze your pathway. We are searching for pioneer-minded students who are on their own journey of growth. Learn how these pathways are shaping the future of Tennessee. Like those that have come before, blaze your pathway. Your career awaits. Vol State.
Welcome to the Vol State Nursing Lab. The simulation lab allows students to come in a safe environment and practice real-world patient care without worrying about harming patients. We have 5 high-fidelity mannequins that we use with our nursing students in our lab to simulate real-world scenarios that they're going to see once they're out in the hospitals working. We have an adult mannequin, as you see here. She simulates everything from a normal patient to wounds, to trachs, IVs, you can give her medications. We have pediatric mannequins, we have a mom mannequin. We also have other models where students can start IVs, they can put tubes and drains in, they can remove tubes and drains, do wound care. Also, if we lose clinical placement, then students can still simulate those real-world experiences in the lab to get the same experience and be prepared when they graduate and enter the workforce as a nurse.
Tim Reese back at the Toyota of Gallatin Broadcast Center, mid-court on the mezzanine level here in the Richard Moore Gymnasium in Pickle Fieldhouse, joined by Nico Wallace and Matthew Gregory, who are handling camera and computer, directing and giving you the shots today on the Vol State Sports Network. Thanks for joining us today as we are at halftime of the men's game. 51-40, Chattanooga State leads. Let's go through some statistics now have been made official as I checked in with the official score to clean up my scorebook. First for the visiting Tigers, Lucas Brown, leading scorer at halftime, 13 points. He is their leading scorer at 20-plus points a game. He's fourth in the conference with those 20 points. 13 for Brown. Junior James Williams with 11. 8 each by Caden Herman and Janaris Snipe, who came in off the bench. 6 points by Miles Avora, also off the bench. 3 for Dennis Lewis Jr. off the bench, and 2 for Yerald Mises. That is a total of 51 points. They have 4 3-point shots in the first half, 14 field goals. They were 11 for 13 from the free throw line. And not to belabor the point, but came in 10th in the conference at 58.6 free throw percentage. They were the leading scoring team in the conference. I don't have the statistics on field goals, how many were attempted, but they made 14. They are number 1 in the league. Chattanooga is in field goal percentage at just under 53%. They're right in the middle on three-point percentage. 6th in the league in rebounds per game. Second in the league as the highest scoring team. You would think this is the case. They are second in the league in assists, 19.5 assists per game. Now for the Pioneers of Vol State, leading scorer in the game is Asa Hardyway with 15 points. Willie Wilson with 11 in the first half. 3 threes to Willie Wilson's slate, as well as Asa Hardyway. 7 points for Myquan Tucker, who did not start, came in at the 11-minute mark. 2 each by JoJo Brown, Rob Correa, and Sabina Otira, and 1 point for Drew Page. Christian Shaw is not dressed today. He was feeling ill the last couple days, so he must not be over that yet, but the Pioneers 3 for 9 at the free throw line. They came in 5th in the conference at 65+% from the free throw line, but have not had good luck there today. 8th in the league in scoring at 77+ points per game. 8th in the league in field goal percentage. 6th in three-point percentage. There's a 5-point difference between them and Chattanooga State in that middle portion. So that's actually significant percentage difference. But the Pioneers will look to catch lightning in a bottle here in the second half and see if they can stave off Chattanooga State as that first pass. that was an inauspicious start. James Williams thought he had something down there in the corner. Pass was errant and went out of bounds. Set the starters for you here. Rob Correa with the ball. Kenton Major, Willie Wilson now has the ball. Asa Hardyway and Drew Page. Myquan Tucker sits to start the second quarter. Willie Wilson gets to the basket but can't get the layup to go. Kenton Major's attempt rimmed out. And the attempted fast break by Chattanooga State is tipped out of bounds. So Lucas Brown, James Williams, and Ladaris Shigano with that shot right there. He gets on the scoreboard. Drew Page up to Correa, gets the layup over the 6'9" Shigano. Number 10, Jaden Jenkins with the start here in the second half. Fall away high shot by, I think that's Brown. It is Lucas Brown Jr. now with 15. Page with the pass up to Correa, attempted give and go. Correa has that blocked, but a timeout called by head coach Johnny Lynn, with Correa struggling to get that ball away from the Tigers. So 30-second timeout turns into the full timeout. So we'll take a quick break on a full timeout. We'll be right back on the Vol State Sports Network.
We're all working in the cloud. But what really is the cloud? If you start pulling back the clouds themselves, you find out it's an infrastructure. Computer science is really computer engineering. Right now, Middle Tennessee is quickly becoming a growing tech hub with several IT companies that are looking for skilled workers. If you're pursuing the CIT program at Vol State, you're preparing yourself to fill those positions.
And we're back, apparently thrown off by not charged as a 30-second timeout, but I believe the first timeout called in the second half, unless they change that rule, converts to a 1-minute timeout. Correa inbounds to Major. Double team gives back to Correa. They are spreading the court here, the Pioneers, with the man-to-man defense employed by Chattanooga State. Major over to Correa, who now triple team blocked. Correa nearly got the ball back. Did not get the ball on the rim, so the shot clock ultimately fades down to 0. Lucas Brown and James Williams. There's a foul as Brown just throws one up after contact is made, and Asa Hardyway will pick up his third personal foul. Brown will go to the line, where he was 2 for 2 in the first half. Brown, the leading free throw shooter by percentage, 68.4, misses that one. Nicholas Jones, Hill, James Williams, Lucas Brown, Jaden Jenkins, and Ladarius Shigano, the 5 in the ball game for Chat State, who have a 13-point lead here in the second half. 1 for 2 at the stripe as Lucas Brown. Full court pressure by Chat State. Drew Page nearly walked, and Rob Correa didn't know that pass was to him. He was cutting to the interior. And that pass goes out of bounds as Chat State hustles back. They're going to say it's Vol State basketball. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe somebody tapped that on the pass. So 22 on the shot clock. Wilson guarded 45 feet away from the basket. Jones Hill is all over him. Wilson faked a three-point shot by Asa Hardyway, is a little strong. Wilson hustles after that, but can't get a handle on it. And Nicholas Jones Hill with the rebound. Correa does get a handle on that one. Gives it up to Willie Wilson, who is impeded from progressing down court by Nicholas Jones Hill in the backcourt. He will draw a foul. That'll be his first personal foul. First one of the half. Asa Hardyway working against Jaden Jenkins. Drew Page clearing himself a little space on the block. Left-handed turnaround is no good. Hardyway with the rebound, and he's fouled. 35, Ladarius Shigano picks up his second. Hardyway will inbound. Pioneers, 8 two-point shots made in the first half and 7 threes. It's Hardyway and Willie Wilson with 3 each. Myquan Tucker, who just checked in, our Jersey Mike's first sub of the second half. Willie Wilson for another 3 attempt. It's good! Willie Wilson with his fourth free ball of the ball game. Pioneers down by 11, 56-45. Brown for three, it's no good. Rebound over to Pioneers is James Williams. He is fouled on the putback. And Drew Page will pick up his third foul. So that's 3 fouls each on Asa Hardyway and Drew Page, the only players in foul trouble. Free throw is good by James Williams. Williams from Kenwood High School, about 45 minutes to an hour up the road, I-24, headed toward Kentucky in Clarksville, Tennessee. He gets 2 to go. He now has 13. Hardyway, the point guard. Willie Wilson in one corner, Rob Correa in the other. Drew Page and Myquan Tucker in the paint as Page has come out. Ball's given up to Correa. 15 on the shot clock. Hardyway, pull-up jumper is no good. Page with the rebound, and the loose ball goes to Hardyway. Back to Page, who was fouled on the attempted dunk. Foul on number 5, I believe. This official, Jeff Wilkerson, wearing black gloves. It says 35. Okay, Ladarius Shigano with his third foul. High arching free throw by Page is good. He's now 2 for 5 at the free throw line. He's done all his scoring there. That rebound goes to Tucker. He's double teamed. High over his head. He's 6'7", but he has the ball stripped. Held on to it too long as Jenkins pulled that one away when Tucker pulled it down. Couldn't find a teammate to give it up to. Jones Hill, three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Wilson, who pushes, and he gets that one up off the glass and in. Willie Wilson just looking to get it up off the glass and see if he could get a roll, and he did. Pioneers down by 10, 58-48. I don't know how he got there, but he did it with style. James Williams with the one-handed scoop layup is good. He's got 4.5. Tucker over to Wilson. Correa lurking down on the block, but it's going to be a clear out for Myquan Tucker, but James Williams picks up the fouls. Tucker will go to the free throw line, so 1 versus 1 there. Williams picks up his first personal. Tucker goes to the line where he is number 1 in the conference, 88.7%, 10th in the country. He gets that first one to roll in. That's his first attempt at the line. He now has 8, averaging 24 points a game. Look for him to get hot here in the second half. Janaris Snipe will check in for Shigano. So Snipe, Jenkins, Nicholas Jones Hill, James Williams, and Lucas Brown Jr., who has the ball now, going against Hardyway with 3 fouls. Can't get that one to go, but Williams comes in for the cleanup. Hardyway now being double teamed as Correa looks up and he sees 2 Tigers coming at him. Alley-oop to Drew Page, who says, no, I'm going to give it to Myquan Tucker's a little short, gets his own rebound, will go up, and the scoop and score for Myquan Tucker. Not sure why that whistle was blown, but Lawrence McCray will check in the ball game. Jersey Mike's sub for the Pioneers. Oh, he's got uniform issues. Drew Page does. Looks like it's coming apart on him. Tapped away, and McCray will get the loose ball. Dribble through, pass up to Tucker is knocked out of bounds. believe that is number 10, Jaden Jenkins. Not sure who designed these uniforms for the Tigers, but blue numbers on black jerseys is not a help to a broadcaster or anybody scoring a game, I'll tell you that. Probably doesn't help looking through the lens of that camera either, but Matthew Gregory, our camera operator, is not worried about what number. He's looking for that basketball as Myquan Tucker drives right to the rim. He can get his shot anywhere he wants on the court, folks. Leading scorer for Motlow State a year ago and didn't even play in all the games. Alley-oop, another missed jam up court to Tucker. Let's see if we got one that's going to get flushed. And we do. Basket by Tucker, and the Pioneers are down by 6. Good pass by Lawrence McCray as he picks up that loose change. And McCray with his first action of the ball game. 6'7" from Columbia, South Carolina. Second-year player. Step back three for Williams is good. Timeout by Chattanooga State called by Jay Price. So he's got some new players coming in. And we'll see if this is a 30-second and it is a full timeout. 64-56, Chattanooga State leads. You're listening to the Vol State Sports Network.
We're all working in the cloud. But what really is the cloud? If you start pulling back the clouds themselves, you find out it's an infrastructure. Computer science is really computer engineering. Right now, Middle Tennessee is quickly becoming a growing tech hub with several IT companies that are looking for skilled workers. If you're pursuing the CIT program at Vol State, you're preparing yourself to fill those positions.
Have you ever wondered what happens when you click Buy It Now? A whole series of transactions take place, from the manufacturer to your front door.
That is logistics and supply chain management.
At Vol State, we offer end-to-end supply chain courses.
Going into the future, our students need to understand these processes. A lot of business is dependent upon getting a product on time. Students here at Vol State are able to leave here with that knowledge.
Because the supply chain
is counting on me.
Tim Reese back at Vol State Community College in Gallatin, Tennessee. 64-56 is the score showing on the Toyota of Gallatin scoreboards on each end here at the Richard Moore Gymnasium in the Pickle Fieldhouse. Vol State with possession. Asa Hardyway across the timeline being guarded by Gerald Mises. Looking for a pick, and he gets one from McRae. Will reverse to the left side and get the left-handed layup to go. Asa Hardyway with his first 2 points in the half now has 17. Willie Wilson guarding Mises closely. Mises looking to get by, and he's going to draw the foul right before he passes to Snipe. Willie Wilson picks up foul number 3. Team third foul, so Chattanooga State will inbound underneath their own basket. Pass to Snipe. Let's see if he dribbles again. He already dribbled once. He did not. Gives it up to James Williams. And he can get his shot. He's guarded by Lawrence McCray, and Lawrence tried to foul him. They didn't call it, and Williams went right to the rim. I think I may have called a three-pointer for him. Guessing they didn't score that. Because when I added up my total, three-pointer for Tucker, short. Rebound by McCray, and he has that one slapped out, but Correa picks that one up over to Hardyway. There's two underneath the basket, and Myquan Tucker's the one that gets the ball with another left-handed slam by Tucker. 10 in the half, 17 for the ball game. Lawrence McCray and Janaris Snipe bodying up with each other as Williams, a smooth operator with a step back, nice soft touch, gets that basket to go 68-60. Chattanooga State leads. Lawrence McCray is going to stop and pop at the top of the key, short on his three-point attempt. Tucker with a slap with 2 fouls. Not sure I'd be recommending that. Turnaround jumper is no good. But Snipe gets the rebound and through contact gets the basket to go. No foul called. Lawrence McCray is in there to be physical for the Pioneers. Timeout is called by head coach Johnny Lennon, his first year. See if we're going to have it will be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Just under 12 minutes on the clock. 10-point lead by Chattanooga State, but Ball State is threatening to make this a ball game, at least keep it a ball game. Ball State gives up almost 90 points a game, and this is the leading scoring team. They scored at almost 97 a game. Pioneers hoping to keep it close and get a chance to knock off one of the top teams in the TCCAA. They are 5-2 in conference play, tied for second place. The Tigers are. Ball State, I believe they are in 9th place. Let's see. We can get that up here. Let's see. We don't want the women's. Chattanooga State's women's team is tied for first place. Chattanooga State tied coming into today with Motlow State with a 5-2 conference record. Ball State is at 2-5, and that's good for 7th place in conference. They are looking to have a better second half than they did the first half. These statistics that I'm giving you today do not include for Chattanooga State, do not include the last game that they played, which was against Walter State. For some reason, those statistics have not shown up in the National Junior College Association website or the TCCAA website. So I'm giving you incorrect statistics all the way around for Chattanooga State, but I'm pretty sure in general it's close. Tucker will drive to the basket and get another bucket. That's 5 field goals in the second half to go along with his 2 free throws. So 19 now for the leading scorer in the conference. Drew Page back in the game, and he is bodying up Janaris Snipe. I thought that was pretty good defense. Snipe's shot is not good. Greg Law, the assistant coach for Ball State, not happy about the call, and Drew Page picks up another one. There's going to be a technical on Greg Law called right there by Jeff Wilkerson. Technical foul will be added to the team fouls. Shooting the free throws is a Jersey Mike sub in for Chattanooga State, Dennis Lewis Jr., and he connects. Chattanooga State will retain possession as Lewis goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Lewis has played in 10 of the 15 games. Those were his first 2 free throws, unless he had free throws against Walter State. Those were his first 2 free throws of the year. Kind of an odd pick, I would think, for the person to shoot those free throws. But additional free throws on the shot is Janaris Snipe. He hits 2 and gives Chattanooga State a 12-point lead at 74-62. Sabino Otira now in the game. Rob Correa cannot handle that pass from Otira as Lucas Brown Jr. applying vigorous pressure. This looks like new Pioneer player, Luther Lamari is at the sitting next to Coach Lynn. Looks like maybe he's going to be called on. Good defense there. Willie Wilson for three. Good splash down for Willie Wilson. Getting that confidence. Snipe gets that one. Asa Hardyway for three. Blocking foul, and the basket is good. James Williams filling up the stat sheet. Foul on Correa, his first. Williams will go to the line, scoring it at 17 plus points a game. Back at the free throw line where he was 1 for 2 in his last visit there, 3 for 4 in the game unofficially. Gets that one to go. Asa Hardyway, Sabino Tira, Rob Correa, Myquan Tucker, and Willie Wilson in the game. They are smaller group. Fadeaway shot by Tucker is no good, and he comes up gimpy, and he might have turned that ankle on the fadeaway. Dennis Lewis Jr. for three. Good. Good looking stroke there. So he gets his second free ball of the game and 14-point lead. Pioneers looking for a little energy boost. Tucker got to the rim, but prior to that was fouled. It's like by Lewis Jr. Picks up his first foul. Only 5 team fouls on the Tigers, so Asa Hardyway will inbound underneath his own basket. Sure will try to get it to Tucker. And high over the defense. Tucker 35 feet away from the basket. Give it up to Willie Wilson, over to Otira, and that pass not tapped by Brown. I thought that was tapped away, but those passes are being anticipated all game long by Chattanooga State. And the Pioneers are just going to have to learn to fake that initial pass and then go backdoor. They just haven't seen that backdoor look. There's a flash to the basket by Mises, who has some words for Willie Wilson after that basket goes in. Nice pass by Williams. And another timeout as Willie Wilson and Mises are having to get untangled. We'll take a timeout. I'm sure this will be a full timeout. So 84-68, Chattanooga State leads. You're listening to the Vol State Sports Network.
The Volunteer State has always been home to pioneers. Dreamers and hard workers blaze their paths here. From the TVA to Mountain Dew to touchscreen monitors to the Grand Ole Opry, Tennessee has been home to innovators, creators, and entertainers. From humble beginnings to changing the world, Tennesseans have pushed the boundaries of what is possible. We pioneer healthcare, infrastructure, engineering, and product development. At Volunteer State College, we've developed our degree certifications to carry the torch of Tennessee's success with flexible options to help you blaze your pathway. We are searching for pioneer-minded students who are on their own journey of growth. Learn how these pathways are shaping the future of Tennessee. Like those that have come before, blaze your pathway. Your career awaits. Vol State.
Tim Reeves back at the Toyota of Gallatin Broadcast Center. Pioneers maybe getting a little bit tired here as they have a shorter bench than they had in the first half of the season. Rob Correa has played a lot of minutes in this game, and I haven't seen him play this many minutes all year. Asa Hardyway having an excellent game, gives it up to Tucker from the free throw line. That's partially blocked, tapped out, and picked up. Lucas Brown over to the corner to Mises. He does a reverse and into, got a news that Swaby, and Lionel Swaby gets his first bucket of the ball game. He's checked in for Chattanooga State. Kenton Major also in the game with Tucker a little bit short. Rebound to Major. He's trying to fight over Swaby, who's on the ground, and we're going to have a jump ball tie up here. Correa. And I believe that is James Williams. So Dennis Lewis Jr., James Williams, Lucas Brown, Lionel Swaby, and Gerald Mises, 5 in the game for Chattanooga State. 20 on the shot clock. Hardaway tells Willie Wilson to go start the offense over. Hardaway 15 in the first half as Wilson gets to the rim, right around and through 3 Tigers. Gets that reverse-handed layup to go. He has 10 in the second half, 21 for the game unofficially. Hardaway 5 in the second half, 20 total. Wilson surveying the court, pulls it back out, gives it up to Hardaway, sees Tucker, who flashed to the block, but could not get it to him. Major does have the fake and reverses it. Hardaway for 3, leaned into that one, but can't get that one to go. Tucker and Major now trying to double team Brown, but Brown dribbles out of it, gives it up to Williams, and he will slam it home. Hadn't been the best shot for the Tigers tonight, as the pass up ahead is tapped away by Williams, hits off of Tucker, and goes out of bounds. Tucker looks frustrated. He's telling him to get it up in the air a little bit. There's another easy pass up to Swaby. Rob Correa over to Hardaway. Hardaway goes to the rim, and he's going to get free throws here. Tucker appears to be quite frustrated. I'm sure he's going to be coming out of the ball game. Foul's going to go on Lionel Swaby. I believe that is his 3rd foul. Hardaway at the line. I'd like to see Hardaway get some more confidence in that free throw stroke as new players in. Let's see if I got that. There we go. Luther Lamari as Hardaway gets 2. Luther Lamari, also from Beach High School, has checked in the game. Kenton Major picks up a foul on Swaby. There is a lot of talking going on between several players during this game. Kenton Major and Swaby, I think, have had some chats back and forth, as they have just now, as Major picks up his 2nd personal foul, and that's 7 team fouls on the Pioneers. And Swaby will go to the line. Off shot to the left as Otira gets the rebound. And he will go to the length of the court, go right to the rim, and he's going to draw a foul on Swaby. Swaby not happy with that. Let's see if that may result in the technical foul. It does not as of yet, but Swaby picks up his 4th personal. 2 in the first half, 2 in the second half. Otira will go to the line where he has struggled this year, shooting 40% and gets that first one to go. Sabino Otero is a hustle player. And 1 for 2. The rebound goes to Luther Lamari, and he's going to draw a foul. That will be now 17 fouls. 25 is Gerald Mises, picks up his second foul. Luther Lamari will step to the free throw line and hit. Lamari now with his 4th free throw attempt of the year, and he's 2 for 2. Pioneers down by 15 with coming up on 6.5 minutes. Nice ball fake there by Evora, Miles Evora, and he gets the reverse layup to go. He had an open path to the basket. Hardyway looking to get shot up here and looking to drive on Evora, but reverses Lamari, left-handed pass, and Wilson is open for 3. Stepped over to the left. That's going to be off. Otero passed inside to Otero, who's going to use the other side of the rim, and its shot's blocked by Swaby. Pass up court. And the reverse layup no good by Lewis. They'll pull that out. Mises gives it up to Brown for 3, and it's good. And Gerald Mises pretty proud of himself for giving that one up. Had to raise his hands up in a hallelujah type of pose. Asa Hardyway from about 32. It's good for 3. Asa Hardyway. 5 3-point buckets for Hardyway. Wilson working on Mises. That may be a little personal one-on-one going as Wilson picks up his 4th foul as Drew Page will check in for Kenton Major, who, as I said, nursing a little bit of a lower body injury there and is gutting it out here. Mises will go to the line for apparently the 1-and-1 bonus. So he gets the first one to go. Mises at 55% from the free throw line. And he's 2 for 2 in this game. 97, they're right at their average for the year with 5.5 minutes to go. Step back 3, no good. Rebound to Otero is good. And an up-court pass again. Reverse. And a shot by Swaby is good. 99-80. Hardyway for 3. He's open, and it is good. Asa Hardyway. Slam. Not sure why Vol State's not at least trying to get back on defense. But this is just too easy on the offensive end of the court for Chattanooga State. Wilson will go to the rack but be fouled before that. Fouls on Dennis Lewis Jr. It's his 2nd foul. That is 9 team fouls here in the half. Willie Wilson will go to the line. Asa Hardyway, Rob Correa, Drew Page, Sabino Otero, and Willie Wilson, the 5 in for Vol State. Wilson's first free throw attempt rims out. Doesn't get a chance with the second one as Mises and Wilson will work again. Mises has a wide open 3. It's no good. Correa with the rebound. Some of these guys might have played against each other in high school, so there might be some of that going on. Drew Page. The ball is loose, and the possession has. There's got to be a technical foul right there. Got to be a technical foul, and they did not call it. This is number 23, Breland Price, who started the game. Have not seen him much in the second half. as he swiped that ball away, and there's no technical foul called. Oh, they did call it. Okay. They call technical, or they just call a reach in? Because it was after. It was a dead ball foul. Johnny Lynn is asking about that now. So that's just, they called a foul on him, but it was a dead ball foul. It has to be a technical foul, I believe. But they're not shooting. So on the alternate possession, Chattanooga State will get the ball. Myquan Tucker checks back into ball game. They put a foul up there on the scoreboard, and there's Breland going to the basket, and he's down on the ground. Basket's no good. Tucker trying to get that shot, misses off the glass. He was expecting some contact, I'm sure. Up court, pass is a little bit too long for Dennis Lewis Jr. Pass by Evora, E-V-O-R-A. I assume it's not Evora. They're going to say that ball went out of bounds on Vol State. How did that happen? That looked like it went out on Dennis Lewis Jr. Chattanooga State possession, though. Evora trying to work his way in. It gives that up to Mises, who travels on his way from the three-point land in to the paint. Now Vol State will get the ball. Otira inbounds to Hardyway. Evora and Mises, Lewis Jr., Swaby, and Price in the game for Chattanooga State. Asa Hardyway trying to stay hot. Shoves up the three-pointer anyway. Foul is on Evora, his second personal foul. They'll have 2 free throws every time there's a foul called now. Willie Wilson back at the line. And he misses the front end, or misses on the front of the rim. He does get 2 shots, but Willie Wilson struggling from the free throw line. 57% free throw shooter. He gets the second one to go, but JoJo Brown will check in for Wilson. Maybe all she wrote for Willie Wilson in this ball game. If so, unofficially 22 points. Tucker trying to block one there. Rob Correa finally picks up. There's an alley-oop to Tucker, and he misses the front end of it. The front end hits it right on the front of the rim. There have been more attempted dunks in this game that have been missed than in any college game that I've ever seen. And there's another pass up court to a wide open player, Lionel Swaby. Not sure what's going on, but I'm sure Johnny Lynn, the head coach, is not happy about it. Hardyway gets his bucket to go. Nice step back jumper for Asa. He's having a good game. Mises can't get his runner to go, and now 3-on-2. Hardyway will go to the rim and cannot get the underhand scoop to go. A little bit hard. Another foul on Lewis Jr. He's picked up 3 here in the second half, and Hardyway back at the line. (103-86), 17-point lead by Chattanooga State. 2.5 minutes to go, and Hardyway, heavy arms there. Misses the free throw as Mises checks out of the ball game. Back in, I believe that number is Caden Herman, number 12. Hardyway with second free throw is good. Another up court pass, and Price misses, being guarded by Otira. JoJo Brown gives it up to Hardyway. Fakes that pass. Now he gives it up to Tucker, who will drive and kiss it off the glass for 2 more. Chattanooga State continues to push. Swaby, no, is that Swaby from 3? He missed that one. No, Breland Price. Hardyway is inside the 3-point line, no good. Otira could not get a finger on that one, and that was a quick shot up before Pioneers had anybody back. 1:45 on the clock as Chattanooga State slows it down. Evora gets his basket. Timeout called by Johnny Lynn, I think, just to, well, maybe not just to roll it, as Willie Wilson actually was checking back in the game. Oh, okay. Timeout was actually called by Chattanooga State. The official thought it was Johnny Lennon that called it, and it wasn't. It was Jay Price of Chattanooga State. He's just saying to roll it. Wanted to get his Jersey Mike subs in the game, which is Ladarius Chagano. Let's see who else checked back in. I think he might have been the only sub checked in. So Lewis Jr., Chagano, Evora, Swaby, and Herman, the 5 in. JoJo gives it up. Willie Wilson back in the game. Reach-in foul before Wilson could get the shot up, and that's Lewis's 4th foul, all here in the second half. Wilson will go back to the line. 1 for 3 from there. That's the only spot where he has not shined, and misses again. Johnny Lynn's going to empty his bench as Mason Vickroy, number 8, and number 0, Abraham Quay will check into the ball game. Quay from Antioch, Tennessee, and Vickroy from Hendersonville, another Beach High School product. 6 players. Wilson misses 2. Up court pass for the 3 is no good. Abraham Quay on the score sheet with a rebound. Up court pass to Myquan Tucker, draws contact, misses. Vickroy, 6'8", has his shot blocked away by 6'9" Chagano. And Lewis leaves JoJo Brown on the deck. And Chagano with the rebound tries to go back up, and I believe that is going to be number 8, Mason Vickroy, who gets in the score sheet with a personal foul. And at the line will go Ladarius Chagano. So nobody just brave enough to check in on the email with treesesports@gmail.com. That's okay. Maybe next game, Chagano gets the first one to go, and now Tyler Bishop checks in for Myquan Tucker. Tyler Bishop from Goodlettsville, Tennessee, Hunters Lane High School. These guys are shooting some free throws here today. Their previous record not showing it. But Bishop maybe thought about it. JoJo Brown drives to the basket. Tries to throw that one off of somebody, and they're going to give that up. The alley-oop pass from Evora to Swaby goes out of bounds. 36 seconds to go. Chattanooga State up by 18. Abraham Quay. Tyler Bishop thought about a 3. He's going to drive. Kicks back out to Quay. These guys want to get a pass to somebody who doesn't score very much. Most everybody who's out there doesn't score much for the Pioneers. Swaby gets 2 more. So other than Willie Wilson, 4 guys out there. Wilson will not throw one up, or unless he will from 3, and it's no good at the buzzer. So all that did was get him an 0 for 1 on a 3-point line shot. The final score, 109-89. Pioneers scored 59 in the second half, but Chattanooga State scores 58 in the second half. We'll take a short break, be back with some unofficial stats when we return on the Vol State Sports Network.
One thing I would say that's really special about Fall State is essentially the relationship that the institution has with its students.
This is a place where you can get comfortable and you can be fine-tuned with the people that are in the same field as you are.
Vol State is like my second home. I've gained so much here, I can't even describe it all. So my story began for me about 5 years ago. Had the world in the palm of my hands. I go into work one day and then I'm told you're going to be laid off indefinitely. We don't have a space or a place for you. And there was two things I could have done. I could have just folded and just said, you know what, my life is ruined, it's over, I'm defeated. Or I could pick myself up, dust myself off and say, let's start again. And so I decided that I would come to Vol State.
Vol State's prepared me by giving me all the skills I need to start off. This first class is about mechanical engineering and more of the physical side of mechatronics, just creating 3D objects with routers and mills.
This is where it's all at.
I didn't realize how great this place was until I really explored my options.
But we have a great recording industry program. We have great equipment. We have some faculty here who have worked in the industry. I love Vol State. I would recommend it to anybody. I want to go into PR and journalism. Being at a smaller community college helped me to better navigate and know what to expect when I'm ready to expand my studies at another university.
I think this was the perfect start to my journey. Possibilities are endless.
It's a solid foundation that you can go anywhere in the country with.
My dad and my parents, period, were my biggest champions. He got sick and we didn't know it. He died of cancer. It was sudden. And he kept asking me, baby, when are you going to graduate? I was like, it's coming. It's coming. I really thought I couldn't do it. But I was determined, and here I am now at the finish line.
And we're back at Vol State, where the Pioneers have been defeated by the Chattanooga State Tigers, 109-89. Here are the unofficial stats from my score sheet, which I know are wrong. If the 109 points is correct, I don't have 2 points I'm missing from somebody for Chattanooga State. We don't have live scoring here at Vol State, so, and I sit up above the bleachers behind the official score. So this is as best as I have. James Williams with 25. That could be more, could be 27. I'm not sure. Lucas Brown with 20. 14 points for Janaris Snipe off the bench. Number 12, Lionel Swaby with 12 in the second half. 8 each by Dennis Lewis Jr. and Caden Herman. 6 by Yerald Mises and 4 by Ladarius Shigano. Missed Miles Avora there with 10 points. Somebody has 2 more points than I just announced, because that totals up 107 and the scoreboard says 109. But the Chattanooga State Tigers moved to 12-4 on the year overall and 6-2 in conference play. For the Pioneers, they fall to 3-15 overall and 2-6 in conference play. And unofficially, the leading scorer for the game and for the Pioneers is Asa Hardyway with 31 points, as I see his father, Dr. Sidney Hardyway, is walking up to the Toyota of Gallatin Broadcast Center. Big game for Asa. 22 for Willie Wilson, 21 for Myquan Tucker, just a couple below his average. As I said, Willie Wilson has been coming on strong. He's had 3 straight games of double figures, 2 in a row, now make it 3 in a row, and he just tied, or actually exceeded, his high for the year. Coming into today's game at 21 points as a high, 22 in today's game. 5 points for Sabina Otira and 4 for Rob Correa, 2 each for JoJo Brown, Luther Lamari, and Drew Page. So an off day by Drew Page. Did not make a field goal for a total of 89 points. 1, 2, 5 3-point made field goals by Willie Wilson. 6 made 3-point field goals by Asa Hardyway. 1 by Myquan Tucker. And the Pioneers stayed in it for a while against this high-flying Chattanooga State Tigers, but just did not have enough energy at the end of the game. They will take on the Walter State Senators, another top team in the TCCAA, on Monday. They will follow the women's game at 4 o'clock on Monday right here at Vol State. So if you're in the area, free admission to Pickle Field House. Come by and see one of the top teams in the conference, Walter State, to take on the Pioneers. They will play 3 games in 5 days. So game today on Saturday, have another contest on Monday and another home game on Wednesday where they will take on Southwest Tennessee. So for Athletic Director Bobby Hudson, who just walked in front of the screen, failed to mention all-world trainer Justin McKinney, who's down there talking to Coach Bobby Hudson. He did not have to come out onto the court to attend to anybody, but fantastic young man is Justin McKinney. So, and for head coach Johnny Lynn, thanks again to Matthew Gregory and Nico Wallace for their direction and camera operating today. So hopefully Nico's going to be back on Monday, I'm hoping. He says yes. Matthew says no. So that'll be good. We'll have some continuity here. And this is Tim Reese saying God bless you all. Thank you for joining us on the Vol State Sports Network.